I'm proud to stand with the governor today to push forward a simple but powerful idea.
Both the mayor and I are impatient. We are impatient types because we see the urgency and we want to move forward with big and bold ideas when we have the opportunity.
So that idea is to temporarily waive what's called system development charges, or SDCs, in Portland for the next 3 years. During that time, the mayor wants to build 5,000 new housing units. Okay, so what are these SDC charges they want to waive, and how will that help spur more housing? The fees are normally charged when a developer wants to build in Portland and when the project would impact infrastructure like sewer, water, parks, and streets, which you would guess is very often. That money from those charges would then go towards, say, covering the cost of water and transportation improvements needed for new developments. Now, those fees can range anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000. That's according to the Oregon System Development Charges study. And those fees can equal up to 6% of an entire project's budget. So it's really no surprise that it's become one of the leading causes for why so few housing units are being built in Portland.
Right now, developers are ready to build 4,000 homes in Portland. But too many projects stall because of costs. Waiving SDCs can cut thousands of dollars the cost of building a home.
This temporary waiver of system development charges is a strategic way to say we are open for business, that we need that help with the private sector to get these projects to pencil and get to construction.
Now, Mayor Keith Wilson says there are currently only 800 homes being permitted and built in Portland this year, in part because of these hefty fees. And that doesn't even come close to meeting the housing goals set by Governor Tina Kotek.
And the governor set out a bold vision this last couple of years. She wants to build 30,000 homes in Oregon, which means that Portland has to be building 5,000 or 6,000 homes
Per year.
per year.
Also there today, local developers, including a rep from one company that currently has more than 300 units under construction in Portland's Goose Hollow neighborhood. They're set to open this fall.
We are currently experiencing a crisis in multifamily housing development in Portland. For developers such as Security Properties who design and build multifamily projects at scale, the market is essentially frozen. It's important to also recognize this is not a silver bullet. The proposed SDC moratorium is an important first step in a series of actions that we need our public officials to take in order to galvanize new development.
Now, the timing of waiving these fees to some may seem like a bad idea, given the city is in the middle of filling a historic budget deficit. And the idea of taking revenue away from the city seems counterintuitive. Well, that was not lost on leaders today.
So yes, we're going to be losing that capital, but we're confident that the short-term loss of the capital will really help out with long-term gains for Portland.
In a tight budget environment, should you be doing something like this? And I say, when things are tight and things are challenging, you need bold ideas. You need to be creative. And this, I think, is a strategic way to do that.
So again, they want to build 5,000 new units in about 3 years, still far below the governor's housing goals, by the way. And recent data shows there are nearly 15,000 homeless people in Multnomah County. So that begs the question, how many of these units will be considered quote unquote affordable? Turns out the mayor doesn't plan on having any new affordability requirements. However, we're told some developers are planning to include units available to moderate income households.
So I just want to be clear, like, this isn't no affordability. It's using the existing affordability requirements that are on the books here in Portland and encouraging folks to include them in the projects that are ready to go today.
But the other side of it is job activity. Portland has the lowest job creation rate in the nation. What we're doing with this is stimulating workforce development and more workforce and jobs.
Now, I asked the mayor if these would all be new builds or if some of the empty office space downtown would be turned into housing. And here's what he said.
That's a great question, and it's all the above. So it's for new permits for new housing, but waiving SDCs has a material benefit to start looking at these offices to convert to residential. If you want to take one of our towers downtown and convert it, it's all about the SDCs. And if you want to bring 250 units into one building, we're willing to waive those SDCs for office towers as well.
Now, it's important to note, this is not final yet. Portland City Council still has to approve this idea, but the mayor is confident that they will. Councilors, including Jamie Dunphy from District 1 in East Portland and Council President Ilana Prittle-Guinea, were there today in support of the plan.
This is about keeping Portlanders in Portland. Seniors need to be able to age in place. Families, students, and young workers need to be able to feel good about living in the city, building their careers, raising their families.
This effort can be a win for labor, a win for families, and a win for our city.
Okay, so talk to us. What are your thoughts about this strategy? I know we have some developers who watch the show, so what's going through your mind? And for the rest of us, are you feeling any deja vu of housing production announcements, wondering if there will actually be any real change? Let us know. Email the story at kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.